Dude, I seen him in that brush pile, jerk that jerk bait over and he wouldn't bite it. Look at that fish.
Oh man, they say you never believe Doc talk. Hey, you know that? Hey, my man just said he had 30 bites in practice on one day. I couldn't get 30 bites in a week on Santee Cooper, but hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, practice was a little stingy. We're not going to drop a practice video because honestly, you guys would get really bored because I didn't catch none. But this guy right here, he was reeling them in. How many bites you get practice? Huh? How many bites you get practice? 24. No. We in trouble. Dude, these guys got like 20 bites. 13. That's the real good. Doc talk. Don't believe.
Morning.
I shouldn't have lied the first. Try to make it right. Don't believe Doc talk. All right, guys, here we are. We're sitting in the boat. We got about blast off is at 7:30, so we got 25 minutes. But one thing that I like to do, I'm going to show you guys, and this is no secret. A lot of guys do it, but it is really important so you don't get confused. Because if you look at this area, right, this is the creek that we're launching at. I've got a lot of stuff marked here. Of course, I got them color coordinated. I got different waypoints for different things. Money signs, clearly. Hopefully your boy reels on in on them money signs. But what I like to do real quick is, in order to kind of know and distinguish which ones you hit, which ones you didn't hit, I personally like to put a brand new track, go to waypoints, trails, and you add a new one for the day. And like today, what I'm going to do, money signs are green. Today's one day, one of the tournament. I'm going to make my track green for the day. So now I know I've got 50 brush piles marked. Okay, I know I hit this one, I hit this one, I hit that one, and I'm not freaking circling back on what I did in practice. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this one on. Now we're ready to rock and roll. But a lot of guys do it. It's just something that I personally like to do because it definitely helps you not really get confused, especially when you're running a lot of the same stuff. So the plan is we're gonna stay local and hopefully we can catch some. Number 31. Avena. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's in.
Here we go, boys. Lines in. See that brush pile? I don't like casting on it till he's like 60. Hands are cold too, so make sure that thumb stays on the reel. Get out of there. Monster. Monster. Yes! 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 What a way to freaking get started, baby. What a way to get started. Thump that jig, dude. Good?
Yeah.
That meaty chunk on a jig. Freaking hammer. 6-pounder.
Yeah.
612.
612, baby. 612.
Congratulations. I got to take a picture of
All right,
that,
let's
by
take
the
a
way.
picture real quick. Dude, I seen him in that brush pile. I jerked that jerk bait over and he wouldn't bite it. Look at that fish. Are you good? What a start, guys. Hey, best part about this whole deal? Peace out, big girl.
You didn't have to go more than that distance.
Get me in that brush pile, dude. All right, we're gonna throw you some game.
Bent
Shout
that
out
rod over.
Shout out to my boy NDJ, right? So if you look at this jig right here, I got a rubber jig on. I like throwing a rubber pre-spawn. It's just something about a rubber jig. But if you look at here, I got a little threaded piece of general on there, and that keeps that meaty chunk from not sliding down that jig. Freaking bacon, dude. It's hard to beat a jig bite. Oh. You know, he had me so wrapped up into that brush pile, I didn't think it was gonna come out. Let's freaking go. Freaking monster. What a monster.
Couldn't beat that.
Monster.
There's some monster fish in this lake. I can say
Hey.
that because I fished it. But
Hey, we might catch a bigger one than that today, dude. Oh my God, I'm so giddy. I'm so giddy. How can you not be giddy? I threw that jerk bait in that pile, and he didn't even react to it. And then I threw in there again, and he kind of like got scared a little bit, and he went down towards the bottom of the pile. Dude, that's, you know, there's so much flack over forward-facing sonar right now. It's crazy, dude. And I watched that fish go to that bottom of the pile. I never would have known that. So I picked this jig up, and dude, he thumped the crap out of it. What's that?
I said it came out of the pile. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, no, he was sitting in the top of it.
Oh.
And when I cast it in there, he went to the bottom. Oh my gosh. Max scent, meaty chunk. Wow, what a day. Today's gonna be a fun day.
Right now it's showing you're the only one that's caught a fish.
Good thing about a jig too, is a jig won't pull the bass. That's another really good thing about a jig. Now, I only seen one in there. I'll make another cast just in case. Be hiding. Dude, I'm shaking. Dude, that big dummy was sitting in the top of that pile. I caught one in practice that was way bigger than that one. I didn't have a scale, but it was like a legit freaking drone one, like maybe 8-pounder, doing the same deal on jerkbait.
In that rod bent, I thought you caught a stripe.
What's that?
I thought you caught a stripe when that rod bent like that.
Yeah. Yeah, me hung up in that brush. I got lucky he came out.
Ron Nelson caught a 4-pounder and Matt Becker caught a 214.
All right, well, safe to say that this pile got a couple big ones in it, boy. I mean, there's a freaking big one sitting right on top of the pile. Every time I cast over there, he kind of veers off, and then he sits right back up on top of it. Somebody's gonna catch that bass today. How many fish does DC have?
Excuse me?
Dustin Connell, how many fish does he have?
He has the one, 6 pound, 4 ounce.
That was that bass that was sitting on top of that pile. That was that bass. Can't believe he bit this. Didn't give up on him. Oh no, another big one. Yes! Yes! We're catching monsters. Oh my gosh, I seen him sitting on that pile. I couldn't get him to bite.
Good swim, babe.
Let's freaking go. Yeah, we're gonna catch like a 30-pound bag today. You watch. Best 5.
5 pounds, 6 ounces.
5, 6. Another good one, dude.
You probably don't mind if we have to take a picture.
I don't mind it.
If we get them that big.
I mean, come on, baby. Guys, he was sitting up super high in that pile, and I didn't give up on him.
Was that same one?
Same one.
All right, perfect.
I didn't give up on that bass. You could just see him sitting up there. I threw that jerk bait, and he wouldn't react to it. He'd go down in the pile. Gosh dang, dude, he was sitting. See this little divot right there? He was sitting right there, dude. Right there, right in that brush pile. Oh, baby, that's another big one. We got two big ones. I was like, man, I know you're a bass. Just bite me. Dude, I absolutely love this rod. This rod is so sick, dude. Oh my gosh. It's fun to be able to catch them on your own stuff. Dude, I seen him sitting right on that pile. Dude, I knew he was a bass. See, there's so much trash. There's so much trash in this system. A lot of gar, a lot of carp. And one thing I noticed is that these bass are actually stationary. Other places you go to, you actually, if he's moving around, you know, that's what you want to cast at. But here it's different, man. These bass are actually stationary. Now they're stationary around cover. Dude, I'm like 90% sure that bass went right back in that pile. I think I see him, either that or it's another one. Pretty sure it's that bass. All right, let's go run some more. All right, this is a pile that I shook one off. I didn't shake one off, but I had him hot on a jerk bait and I pulled it from him. What do we have? 2 for how much?
12 pounds, 2 ounces.
Wow, that was sick, dude. That was sick. That needs to happen again. Hey, I'm not BSing you. Listen to me. I'm not BSing you. I think that might be a deal. Tight line that little minnow over him.
Yep.
Because that other one I thought might have been the same one. I was so close to him, he came up on it. So I don't think that was a bass I just let go. I doubt he'd follow it. Unless he's super hungry. We're gonna find out. Yes. Yes. Not a giant, but a nice one. Dude, this might be the deal. I'm telling you. It's awesome to be able to figure something like that out. Yes. Whew. Guys, it's hard to get a jerkbait down there.
3 pounds, 9 ounces.
3-9. Nice one. It's hard to get a jerkbait down there.
So they're hitting that minnow.
Yeah, they're hitting a minnow on a real light head. I got them on an 8 so I can float them real slow. Whew, that's sick. So the deal is, it's hard to get a jerkbait. It's hard to get a jerkbait down. And you know, you can weight a jerkbait. You can do different things with a jerkbait. I thought it's some glue in here. But you can do different things with a jerkbait, and a jerkbait, like you're gonna weight it and that kind of stuff. But the problem is when you weight a jerkbait, if you get one behind it, like if you get a bass on a jerkbait, say you get one on a jerkbait, and he gets hot on it, but then all of a sudden he kind of gets squirrely, like doesn't get real active. The problem with a jerkbait that you weight, it sinks, and it's not natural, and the bass don't like it. So a lot of times they'll veer off. So like I've tried weighting them in practice, and that wasn't the deal. I just had a feeling, man, that you can float them over this. And that's the second one we had, and we had a freaking 8-pounder follow it too.
Just the brush pile before, right?
Yeah. Yeah, look at that 8. So that's cool. I got a bunch of jerk baits tied on. Dude, there was more there too. There was like 3 or 4 of them there. How much weight does that give us total? 15 pounds?
That gives you now
Like 15 pounds, I think.
15-11.
How much?
I think 15-11.
15-11.
Second place now.
That's cool. That's cool. We in second, boys. It's a grinder, man. I got 3 for 15. Yeah. I mean, we're on our way to a freaking bag. Matt Becker, how many has he got?
Matt Becker has 6, but he hasn't caught one in probably an hour. He has 22 pounds.
He laid off of them.
There's really not that many people with more than one fish.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 or 13, and then there's like 20 people with one fish and 10 with none.
I mean, we can literally go the whole next period and not catch one. I mean, that's just how this place is. I don't plan on that, but that could happen.
Hey, Mark Daniels just caught a 1 pound 10 ounce.
Hopefully that's first of many. Pro MDJ. Looks like a big one in there. Looks like a big one. Oh, multiples. Dang, they're a little too deep. Multiple big ones in here. I don't know if I can get my jerk bait that deep. Oh, definitely not on that cast. The jerk bait reaches the deepest depths when that pile's at like 50.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out.
Not a bad period. You gotta be happy with that, catching 3 nice ones.
You caught some nice ones.
Caught some freaking hammers, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Caught some freaking big ones.
Yeah.
Shed some clothes here.
That first one was a beast.
I'd like to catch more of them. Dude, that big one, cast that jig in there, went doop, and it just started going through the pile. I was just like, then when I hooked him, that's why you thought I had a striper or something, because when I hooked him,
Your tip was almost all the way down.
when I hooked him, had me so buried in that pile, I was holding him, I could feel him, and then he swam out. I was so lucky, so lucky.
That was a nice fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's weird. I have that problem all the time. You see the fish, it's just, they won't, you put 6 things in front of them. Because that wasn't the biggest fish you saw today, right?
Oh my God, no. Dude, there was 2 piles back there. I swear to you, they're 8-pounders.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in.
This is that pile that's got some freaking giants in it. Dang it. I just wanted to circle back and give it one more shot here. It's coming. Giant. I mean, a giant. 8-pounder. 8-pounder. I mean, 8 to 10 pounder. Oh my gosh, it's a freaking giant, dude. Oh, he's not. What the heck? Why were you lit up so good? Oh my gosh, you fooled me, bro. Oh my gosh, you fooled me. Oh. I literally thought, dude, that was gonna be her. Oh, oh man, still a nice fish.
3 pounds, 2 ounces.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I mean, that's a beautiful bass. I mean, it's beautiful bass.
That's happened to me a bunch.
Oh my God, Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was good. Dude, this was a pile I caught an 8 out of, dude, and it was just sitting there all by itself, and I'm like, oh. I ain't gonna lie. That one messed me up pretty bad. Oh, we all have done it. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you guys can't knock me, man. You've done that before, too. I know you have. I'm shaking. Jersey, we don't catch big ones all the time, you know, so you get a bite. That's not a pickerel, it's a big one. Oh my God, dude, when I hooked it, it freaking pulled me. I ain't gonna lie. If I lost that fish, I would have swore up and down that was a dang freaking 10. It's good though. Not knocking it. Maybe it wasn't the same fish. That couldn't have been the same fish I just seen. I got one following it, but he ain't biting. Alright, we're gonna move. Watch that one go down and eat it. Gosh dang, that's so cool. I'm sitting there snapping that jig through the pile. These ones here are deep. They're sitting on the bottom. Watch them just bite it, dude. That's so cool. Gosh dang. Again. Oh, meaty.
3 pounds, 7 ounces.
Almost a 3.5 pounder. Guys, we're having a day.
It seems like you just pulled the worm through there and then hit the jig.
Yeah, I just pitched that drop shot. I went through a rotation. Oh, this thing just shut off. There's another big one in there too. Why aren't they in this brush? Don't understand.
10, 9, 8.
Tough period for me. What I catch 2? I threw like a huge lull there with no bites. Huge lull. Really don't understand it either. Kept on running new places.
It seemed like in the competition around 1 o'clock, several bit.
All right, guys, here we are. This is the wrap of the second period. We're about to go into the third period. We have a little break right now, and man, I'm just out here. I spent a lot of my time side scanning, trying to find as many brush piles as I can, and that's what we're doing. We're running, we're using active target too, and we're trying to make real precise casts. You know, a lot of these fish, it depends on the pile. They could be floating up real high, and that's when I'm catching them on a jerk bait or a little swim bait. But then if they're in the pile, I can actually see them with active target, just actually in the pile, I'll pick up a jig, and I caught 2 of my best ones on that. Really hoping this third period is gonna be our best periods. Continue following along. Hopefully we can catch some big ones. If we set the hook, it's like a 5+ pounder.
Hi.
I'm struggling
Why?
because I only caught 2 bass that period.
I know, but I thought maybe you were just looking for the big ones.
I'm looking for anything that bites my cricket. It's not eating.
But this place is good.
I know. I went through. I
Hey,
went through
you
two.
already got more than you thought you were gonna get today, so let's just be positive.
I know. I'd like to catch an 8-pounder though.
All right, let's put that in the universe. Sounds good. Catch one.
It's a tough. This is a tough lake.
And you're doing great at it. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah. It'd be nice to like if I can have like another 15-pound period this period. That would like guarantee me a check, and like then like a lot of pressure's off, and then you can really try to find some more stuff.
All right, 15-pound period.
Either that or one bigger than the one I got already. I'll catch like a 7-pounder.
You can do it. You got this. Woo.
Oh, I lost her. 15-pound period. What mama says, mama gets.
Pretty positive.
We gotta catch 15 pounds. We gotta catch 15 pounds or a dang dodo. I want to catch a dodo. I want to catch a big freaking giant one. I want to catch one so big I can't even get the bait out of its mouth. I'm deep throating it. Whole hand in its mouth. Ugh. Come on.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's in. You're now in 10th place. Ron Nelson just jumped over you.
Giant one. Oh, giant. Sweet. Sweet. I got poop right next to me.
4 pounds, 4 ounces.
4.
Is that close to where you caught the first?
That was the same exact pile I caught that 6 something out of. Same pile. Both of them on the jig. Oh man. Just textbook, guys. This is a big giant spawning bay. It's just a lead in brush pile. Man. Come on, baby. Just catch a couple more. Really want to catch a few more. I mean, I'm trying to burn it down today, guys, because the thing is, if I can burn it down today, I can literally practice my next round, which by no means am I close, but if I catch 2 more 5-pounders, we got a really good shot at making the top 10. That sucks. Got off to a really good start. Hit a wall.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mine's out.
Solid start, but dude, I don't know how
That's a big fish.
I don't know how the heck I can do that again. No idea. Today was the day I thought I could catch it. Not as much wind. We got some good sun. Man, what a toughie. Toughie.
Well, he ended in 11th with 26 pounds, 8 ounces. Basically tied with Brent Chapman, who had 10th at 26 pounds, 10 ounces. The lead guy had 45 pounds. 20th
position was 15 pounds,
20th is 15.
15 pounds.
We had 26. Man, it's not. That's not too good. It's not too good. How much of a cushion?
6 pounders.
So for me, I spent a lot of time graphing, so I didn't really know what was what. I just needed to go through like the rotation of what. So I started on what I felt like was like some of the most communal stuff. So there's nobody else there. So I'm like, huh. So I roll up to the first place. Like these piles, like there's fresh ones, and then there's ones that are like old, right? They've been sunk like 4 years ago, and you don't see them until you get like 40 feet away.
No.
Like super close.
They're freaking.
So the first place that I went to, I got too close to them, and there was like 3 of them there. Got too close to them. Then my next pile was like a big juicy pile. I roll over there. It's like for me to DC's truck, and I see a couple big ones just sitting on it. Right. So I fire the jerk bait over there. I jerk it down. Well, they follow it, but they turn off it really quick, and they go back to the pile. But when they go back, I literally watch. They go literally to the freaking middle, like the heart of the pile. So I picked up a freaking jig, right? I fired a jig over the backside of the pile, and I'm working it over it. And then one just literally goes, doop, and then it just starts straight lining me. God. And I'm like this, like leaning, and then when I set the hook on them, bro, I thought I had a 10-pounder, bro.
Because he's going that way.
Because I was going the other way. I thought I had a legit 10. So I'm sitting there just holding it. He had me all in the pile. And then finally he come out and he come up and I'm like, God, it's a freaking big one. First bite was a 612.
612. Jackie, my big line.
That's awesome.
6'4".
17. And then my second one was a 5.5.
Me and you had like 2 for 12.
2 for 12.
I said I'm gonna drop a
But
bag.
I caught 4 of them on a jig in piles, and I caught 2 of them shaking a minute, and that's it. I had 7 bites. I had one bite of drop shot, and I didn't catch them.
0 bites on a jerk bait.
Dude, I had 0 bites.
I had 0 bites.
I got 5 jerk baits.
I caught one on a jerk bait.
I'll take that back. I had when I did throw it under certain circumstances, I would throw it. I had 4 to 5
followers.
6 to 8 pounders follow.
Dude, that pile that I had that I caught that like 7.5 pounder in practice.
0 back.
No. There was some there. There was some there at daylight. But then, so I roll up to it, and I'm like, dude, I'm like scared. Like I don't even know what to cast. I'm looking at all my baits. I'm trying to figure out what to throw. They're sitting high up on it. So I pick up a jerk bait, and I jerk it down, and then all of a sudden they light up.
Oh my god.
All of them.
No.
And then I'm jerking, and they're dancing behind it, and I'm like trying to get them. I hit them up one time, and then all of a sudden they all lost interest. And then the biggest one, dude, I'm telling you, he looked like a freaking meatball on my grab. Dude, just starts following it like this all the way back until I literally ran out of room. Yep. Had to have been freaking 8 to 10 pounds.
Dude, it's all I can do not to jump in after them.
I mean, listen.
When they just sit there and just wag their little tail all the way back to the boat, and they look at the trolling motor, and I see them looking up, I just want to go,
put in cast net on.
That's all I can do.
dude, I want to fight them.
You think you're smart. Come over here now. Come on up here, you.
But it was a grind, man. So I legitimately thought, like, after I ran some places and I got a few bites that first period, I'm like, well, okay, I'm gonna like see them on a lot of this stuff, dude. They're not there. That was day. It was a grind, man. I mean, honestly, I didn't know what to expect, right? I spent all my time, and that's why I told you guys there was no practice video, because I spent a lot of my time behind the wheel just graphing, because I knew in years past, Brandon Polinick, he's done really well here fishing isolated brush, and, that's my game plan coming in, is I wanted to just find as much isolated brush as I could. So today we just ran through it. First bite was a freaking giant, 6 3/4, and caught him on this jig. And you guys, seeing, whenever I was catching them, I was kind of talking about it a little bit. What's so special about this one? But I'll go ahead, I'll break it down to you guys one more time. This is just a half ounce standard jig. But the thing about this is it's got rubber skirt, and I really do like a rubber skirt when it comes down to pre-spawn. And you've seen how I put a little piece of Senko there. It's actually a little piece of the General, and then I put the Max Scent Berkeley chunk on the back. But that's just standard, man. It's just something that I really like pre-spawn, and it gets bites. I caught 4 of my 6 bass today on it, including a couple of giants. And this setup right here is a 7'3" medium heavy. I throw the 7'3" medium heavy, ends heavy in the Fantasy Set X lineup. Probably the most versatile rod they've got. I mean, I throw a lot of different things on it, but I really thought it was going to be a jerking deal. Like, if you look over there, I got a bunch of jerkbaits tied on. But 0 bites on a jerkbait. Just overall tough day, but we're sitting in a good spot. We're in 11th, just a little bit outside that top 10 cut. So we got a big day coming. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we can reel some in. But until then, make sure you like, subscribe. See y'all.